Hi. Welcome to xLR, your Excel learning resources. This video is from our sub-10 minute series, that is a collection of tutorial videos, which take you through some of the widely used Microsoft Excel functions in under 10 minutes, and can be considered a notch above basic Microsoft Excel functions. In this video, we will be taking a look at the VLOOKUP function. A really powerful and extensively used and sought after function that comes in extremely handy when you have to match data in two different sets, merge different data sets together, and try to find items across different data sets. VLOOKUP function is used to perform a vertical lookup for a value we want to look for, and return data related to it in other columns within the cell range we specify in the function arguments. As such, a VLOOKUP function mandatorily needs three arguments: lookup value, table array, column index number. There's a fourth argument, match type, which, while is optional, should be also provided if you would like to get data by performing an exact match of the lookup value you provided in the table array. The data set we are using for this video goes beyond the small data set we used in the earlier examples. This contains records of the sales for last 6 months. Our favorite supermarket rolled out a new service called Express Checkout to reduce the queues at the billing counters and improve the shopping experience for the customers. This allows customers to pass through a special checkout lane, which automatically checks out the items in the basket, after which they can pay via a dynamically generated QR code or using contactless cards. Our friend, the store manager, wants to see how well the program is performing, and if there are any additional improvements that could be done to increase adaptability. To do this, he needs to analyze data from two different data sources, one that records the order IDs against different billing counter executives. The other system keeps a record of the payments. Now, the store manager needs to merge both these data sets together to find out performance improvements the new Express Checkout system brings, in comparison to the manual checkouts done by the billing counter executives. Now let's implement VLOOKUP. We need to provide three important attributes: lookup value, cell B2, that contains the order number, a unique value which is available across both the data sets, and uniquely identifies the records in both of them. Then we provide the second attribute, table array, range A to E, in the sheet, orders_January in the workbook, orders_payments, the right one on your screen. As you can see, both sheets contain different sets of data, but both have the column, order number. The third attribute we need to provide is the column index number, which tells Excel which column to fetch the data from, in case there is a match of the lookup value in the table array. In this case, it is 5, since we need Excel to get us the corresponding value from Express Checkout column, which is 5th column in our table array. Finally, we provide the last argument, range lookup. To make sure Excel does an exact match of our lookup value, we choose false, otherwise, using an approximate match. In case we chose true, Excel can get you data from rows that somewhat match your lookup value, and can thus get wrong results. We did the same for the previous column, order value. Once we have the correct formulas filled in for both the columns, we can simply fill for the rest of the rows, using the fill handle. We then copy the formulas in the sheets for other months, make the corrections, to fetch the data from the correct sheet, and fill those sheets too with the correct formulas. The fill handle, and Excel's capability to adapt to the formulas as the rows and columns change, does help a lot in making sure that we can get our work done in Excel extremely fast. You could have used the traditional copy and paste method as well, to fill the rest of the rows with the formulas to fetch the data, but why not use a shortcut when you can? Did you know the VLOOKUP function needs to have the lookup value in the leftmost column of the table array for it to work properly? Without this, VLOOKUP cannot work, as it can only look for the lookup value in the leftmost column. Once we have the correct data fetched and filled for all the sheets, we finally move to our main sheet, Express Checkout, where we will fill the data for our friend, the store manager, who will be able to see everything in one place and take a decision on it. We will be using the equals to operator to reference cells in different sheets, like orders_January, orders_February, orders_March and so on, and we'll fetch the data we got in these sheets from order_payments workbook using the VLOOKUP function earlier. For each month, we will be creating two columns, cart value, and Express Checkout. Since order numbers for all the months are different, we will be getting the orders data added against a serial number column, for all these months. The cart value column holds the data for the order value, while the Express Checkout column captures whether the payment for the order was completed using the Express Checkout method. Again, the fill handle comes to rescue. You will be using the fill handle quite a lot while working with Excel. Here, for each month, we use the fill handle to copy cell references from one to the other column, while once we have the first row filled for all the months, we use the fill handle to fill data in the rest of the rows. As we approach the end, you can see there are a number of zeros. This happens when the cell reference returns an empty value. There's always a way in Excel, and so does this too. We can use a number of functions, including if, or, is blank functions, to evaluate what the function returns and what to display or fill in the respective cell based on the value returned. More on this is covered in other videos about these functions. Finally, to consolidate all the data in one place for the store manager to understand the entire story at a single glance, we will be using some of the previously used functions like sum and countif. Earlier in this video, we have also used simple relative references, by the way of the equals to operator, which can be used to fill data references across sheets and workbooks. As you can see here, we are now creating a table to display the data we have so far collated from different Excel workbooks and worksheets. Tables like these can be extremely useful when working on large sets of data spanning hundreds or thousands of rows, as these can help summarize the entire picture in just a few rows and columns. Further, tables like these can help build graphs and charts, another nifty feature of Microsoft Excel that is covered in another video. We have also covered Excel's capability to tabulate the data, using various functions of sum, count, max and min, and also via the powerful pivot tables. In the table that we are currently working on, you can see we have mainly three columns. One contains the month names, the other, cart value, and finally the express checkout column. The cart value shows sales for the months, January through June using the sum function. Since we had the monthly data in different columns, and no other conditions to filter, we used the sum function, otherwise we would have used SUMIF or SUMIFS function. Similarly, for the express checkout column, since we wanted to know how many of the orders for the particular month were completed via the express checkout program, we used the countif function, since we had one condition to meet, that is, finding out the number of orders which have Y mentioned against them. The Y is to tell that the order was checked out via express checkout. To fill the table, since the data for different months is stored in different rows, we will need to make modifications to the formulas for individual cells, and the fill handle will not help us here too much. We hope this video helped you learn an Excel function and improve your knowledge of Microsoft Excel. If you found this video useful, please like the video, comment, and subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to receive notifications of new videos that we regularly upload to our channel. Also, please share this video with your friends to help them learn something new and upskill.